Hello friends, I extend a warm welcome to all to this session. Today I am going to talk about timer 555. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. So let us start with the block diagram of IC 555 timer. This figure shows the block diagram of IC 555 timer, which consists of two comparators. This is known as upper comparator and this is known as lower comparator. It also consists of three series resistor combination which is known as voltage divider arrangement. It consists of one SR flip-flop. The output of first comparator is connected to the S input of flip-flop, whereas the output of comparator 2 is connected to the R input of flip-flop. The Q output of flip-flop is connected to the discharge transistor, and the Q bar output of flip-flop is nothing but the final output stage of IC 555 timer. As this is a voltage divider network, the applied voltage VCC will get divided into each resistor. The voltage at comparator 1 is of 2/3 VCC and the lower comparator is of 1/3 VCC. When the voltage of upper comparator is greater than 2/3 VCC, its output becomes 1, and when the voltage of lower comparator is less than 1/3 of VCC, then the output of lower comparator becomes 1. When the output of first comparator is high, S is equal to 1 and hence finally Q becomes 1 and Q bar is equal to 0. That means output remains in low state when the first comparator output is 1. Similarly, when lower comparator output is 1, then R is equal to 1. Hence Q is equal to 0 and Q bar is equal to 1. That means the final output becomes high when the lower comparator output is 1. Now let us move towards the next point, that is the points which is summarized here about the 555 timer. 555 timer consists of 5K resistor divider network, two comparators, one SR flip-flop, one discharge transistor. The 3 5K resistor, hence it is known as 555 timer. As the voltage at trigger pin goes below the 1/3 VCC, RS flip-flops reset and hence Q is equal to 1 and Q bar is equal to 1. That is what timer output is high. Similarly, when the voltage at threshold pin goes above the 2/3 VCC, upper comparator output becomes high and the final output of comparator becomes low. 555 timer can be used as a multi-vibrator. Let us see the pin configuration of timer 555 IC. This figure shows the pin configuration of 555 timer, which is nothing but 8 pin IC, and this is the IC package of 555 timer. Now let us talk about the application of timer, that is what multi-vibrator. So what is mean by multi-vibrator? Multi-vibrator means a circuit which generates a non-sinusoidal waveform, that is known as multi-vibrator. There are three types of multi-vibrator: a stable multi-vibrator, bistable and monostable. A stable multi-vibrator means a multi-vibrator which generates the output which doesn't have any stable states. That means its output changes its state from high to low and low to high repeatedly. It is also known as free running multi-vibrator. Bistable multi-vibrator means it is a multi-vibrator circuit whose outputs has two stable state. Hence it is also known as a flip-flop or 1-bit memory. Let us talk about the monostable multivibrator. Monostable multivibrator means a multivibrator whose output has only one stable state. Hence it is also known as one-shot multivibrator. Now let us start the application with the first one, that is timer 555, a stable multivibrator circuit. This figure shows a stable multivibrator circuit. Here 555 timer is connected in a stable mode. As shown in figure, there is no input trigger is needed in a stable multivibrator because it can change its states repeatedly, high to low, low to high. Let us start the description with the help of the waveform. Here, this figure shows a stable multivibrator waveform. This is nothing but the charging and discharging of capacitor, which is connected at 6 and 2 number pin, which is shown in above figure, and this is the final output of a stable multivibrator. When, as I told you, when the lower comparator voltage is less than 1/3 VCC, then lower comparator output becomes 1. Hence, the R pin of flip-flop becomes 1 and final output of flip-flop is connected to pin 3rd of timer, whose output becomes 1. Hence, when the lower comparator voltage is less than 1/3 VCC, the timer output becomes high. At this time, the capacitor is charges through R1 and R2 resistor up to 2/3 VCC. Hence, during this time, the final output of 555 becomes high, that is on time of this square waveform. When the voltage is increases more than 2/3 VCC, the capacitor discharges through R2 because when voltage exceed than 2/3 VCC, the upper comparator of 555 becomes 1 and hence A's input of flip-flop is 1 and finally Q is equal to 1 and the final output of 555 becomes 0. Hence, during this time, discharge time of capacitor, the 555 timer output becomes off. This is repeatedly happens, that during the charging time of capacitor, output of timer is on. During discharging time of capacitor, output of timer is off. As the states is changing repeatedly from high to low, again from high to low, it is known as a stable multivibrator, that is free running multivibrator. Now I am going to summarize. It has two quasi-stable states. A stable multivibrator does not have a stable state. A stable multivibrator does not require external trigger. It generates a square wave form. It is also known as free running multivibrator. Now let us move towards the mathematical calculation of a stable multivibrator. As I told you, in a stable multivibrator, capacitor charges through R1, that is nothing but RA, and R2, that is nothing but RB, and discharges through RB. Hence, charging time of capacitor can be given as T on is equal to 0.693 into bracket RA plus RB into C. Similarly, discharge time will be given as T off is equal to 0.693 RB into C, as capacitor charges through RA and RB and discharges through RB only. The total time can be given as T is equal to T on plus T off. Now putting the values of T on and T off and calculating the T, we obtain the T as T is equal to 0.693 RA plus twice RB into what? C. Frequency can be calculated as reciprocal of time. Hence, f is equal to 1 upon t. Now, putting the value of t in the above equation, we obtain the final equation as f is equal to 1.44 divided by Ra plus twice Rb into C. This is the formula for frequency calculation for a stable multivibrator. Now, let us move toward the second application of timer, that is 555 timer bistable multivibrator. Here figure shows a bistable multivibrator. As shown in figure, two switches are used, S1 and S2. That means in bistable multivibrator, external triggering is required, which can be fulfilled by using the switches. Bistable means a multivibrator has two stable state at its output, hence it is known as bistable multivibrator. It is also known as a flip-flop or latch. So let us move towards the waveforms of bistable multivibrator. Here figure shows a bistable multivibrator. When the switch S1 is pressed, which is shown in the above figure, the voltage from VCC will bypass the trigger terminal and shorted to ground through the resistor R1. Hence, trigger pulse will momentarily go low and the output of timer at pin 3 will becomes high, which is shown in this figure during the switch position at A. When switch S2 is pressed, the voltage from VCC will bypass the reset terminal and is shorted to ground through the resistor R2. This pin is internally connected to the reset terminal of the flip-flop. When the signal goes low for a moment, the flip-flop receives a reset signal and resets the flip-flop. Hence, the output becomes low and stay until there up to the next trigger is applied. This is nothing but the switch position B. That means here two triggered pulses are required to switch from high to low, low to high. Hence, it is known as bistable multivibrator. Now, I am going to summarize the bistable multivibrator here. Bistable multivibrator has two stable states. It required external triggering. It is also known as flip-flop or latch. Let us move towards the last application that I am going to talk here, that is what? Timer 555 monostable multivibrator. Here figure shows a monostable multivibrator. Monostable multivibrator means a multivibrator which consists of only one stable state. That means it remains in stable state and it consists of one unstable state. That is known as monostable multivibrator. Here figure shows a monostable multivibrator which required external trigger input, which is applied here. So in a stable multivibrator we doesn't require any trigger input, but in monostable multivibrator we require a trigger input which is applied here. Now let us start the explanation with the help of the monostable multivibrator waveform. Here this figure shows a waveform for monostable multivibrator. This is what trigger input. This is the output waveform of 555 timer, and this is the charging and discharging waveform of capacitor. When the trigger input is applied and the voltage of trigger input less than 1/3 VCC, then lower comparator output becomes 1. Hence finally the output of timer becomes high, which is shown here. This remains in high state and hence the capacitor will be charges, which is shown here. Now when the voltage of trigger input exceeded than 2/3 VCC, the output of final 555 timer becomes low, and during this time capacitor will be discharged. That means what? It requires triggering to change its state from 1 to 0, high to low. Hence it is known as monostable multivibrator. So I am going to summarize the monostable multivibrator. It has only one stable state. It is also known as one-shot multivibrator. It produces only one output pulse for each input triggered. Thank you very much, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you once again.